And today, I have to tell you, I'm talking to, in studio, a good friend of mine, someone I've known for years. He's just the best of the best. And it's going to be interesting interviewing him or discussing this with him because I'm going to have to be hard on him. And I hope that we can be friends afterward. I have with me in studio Dr. Durm Singh.
Thanks for having me in. I wanted to say it's an honor to be here.
Man, it's something else having you in studio.
Yeah. You know, let me just say that Jesse's work is fantastic, and you can see it in his congregation. You can see the light of God in the people that Jesse's touched, in the lives of the people.
Wow, thanks, man.
Yep.
I'm going to really push your website now that you've said that. He's also a master and holistic healer, both spiritual and physical. What's your website?
HealingEnergy.org.
HealingEnergy.org. It's 800-685-4856.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what is Qigong?
Qigong is life force cultivation. So life force is when you're born, then you have life force. When you die, you have no life force. Life goes out of you. So between the time that you're born and you die, you can gather more life. And you can use exercises to gather life.
Really?
Yeah, and you can gather it from the sun, you can gather it from the earth, from the breath, from the food you eat. There's a lot of different ways to gather more energy or more life force.
Back in a moment. Let's go to Marcia out of Orange County, California. Marcia, welcome to the show. You're on with Dr. Durm.
Oh, hi. Dr. Durm, I wanted to ask you, I went on your website, the healingenergy.org, and I saw there that there's a woman who was supposed to have surgery on her knee. And I'm having, as I'm getting older, I'm having problems also with my knee and in a lot of pain. And I'm wondering, how did you do that? How did you make her knee okay without surgery?
Well, a lot of times there's a blockage in the chi, and the tendons tighten up and the tissue around the joint. So by releasing the blockage and increasing the flow of life force in the knee and restructuring the energetic structure of the knee and the tendons and the muscle tissue, then you can avoid surgery, not just in the knee, but in the spine, in other parts of the body as well.
And what is chi?
Chi is life force.
And
where do we get this life force from?
So we get some of it from our parents. That's in our DNA.
Right.
That's the pre-birth chi. And then the afterbirth chi, or the afterbirth life force, we get from food, from the air that we breathe, from the water that we drink, and from the exercises that cultivate that life force.
Marcia asked an interesting question, and I want to get to it too, because I didn't believe in holistic healing until I met you. Mm-hmm. And even when I went to you the first time, it was because friends had recommended that I go and see you. And I had, physical problems. And, you did things that really caused my body to heal.
Yeah.
And it was weird to see that happen without having to go to a doctor or medication and all that kind of stuff. I still don't understand quite how that worked, though.
So traditional medicine.
I had like back problems, and I've had, leg problems from working out and stuff like that. And I go and see you, and you do whatever you do, put the heat and all that stuff on me. And when I'm done, and when it's over, the next day is almost as though it never happened.
Yeah. So what happens is traditional medicine treats the physical body, and what I'm working with is the physical body and the non-physical body. So the non-physical body involves the flow of chi. You have nerves that conduct electrical energy in your body, and you have arteries and veins that bring the blood to and from the heart, right?
Right.
So then you have meridians, and that's what brings the life force through the body. Those are channels. They're like nerves, but instead of electricity in the nerves, you have life force in those channels.
And is that what causing the healing?
When you remove the blocks,
yes,
then that's what causes the healing. And when you remove the thought structures, people gather thought structures in life, and that's what can cause disease. And you want to remove those thought structures.
Amazing. Marcia, thanks for the call. Did that help a little bit?
Yeah, it did. I just wanted to know
Hold on for
how
me.
would I see him?
Hold on. Let me take a quick. Oh, okay. He'll give out his phone number and website right after this break. So listen in, okay?
Thanks so much.
All right. 888-775-3773. 888-77-JESSE. Back in a moment.
I'm begging you, please. Let my soul rest in peace.
I'm talking to Dr. Durm Singh. He is a holistic healer. And let me just say this, folks. I've known this guy for years and years. I'm from the country. I did not believe in holistic healing. I did not even understand it. I was referred to him, and I can honestly say he's helped me in that way. And that's not made up. You've done acupunctures on me, and I've never thought that those things work.
Yeah.
But they do. I guess you just have to go to the right person.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you are the right person for that.
Thank you, Jesse.
Your website is what is it?
Healing Energy.
HealingEnergy.org. HealingEnergy.org. And the 800 number is 800-685-4856. 685-4856. So if you want to avoid going to a doctor all the time and taking medicines and surgery, I highly recommend you give Dr. Durm's a visit or a call first. He's a PhD in this. How would you define holistic healing?
I would define holistic healing as healing the whole being. So the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, and the spiritual body.
I have a friend who was having terrible back pains, and I was just telling my engineer about this. And I've seen this guy spread out on the floor where he couldn't even walk. And that's the truth. I'm not making this up. And he was referred to you. He had been going to another doctor that do the massages and things. What do they call?
He was going to a chiropractor three times a week, actually.
Yeah, three times a week. That didn't really help him, but he went to you, and he was just, both of us were blown away how his back started to get better.
Yeah, and he was empowered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you say empowered, what do you mean for the people?
What I mean by empowered was I taught him exercises so that so now he doesn't have to go to a doctor to take care of his back. Before, he couldn't move in certain ways. He was afraid because it would hurt his back.
Yeah.
So he wasn't really living life fully. He was unable to move. Like you said, he'd be sprawled out on his back.
Right.
So now, I haven't seen him for years because I gave him the exercises, and so now he's empowered. He doesn't need to go to somebody else to get fixed. He just does his exercise.
Well, I totally witnessed this guy get over the back problem. And there's a saying in this country, at least, that once you have a back pain, it's almost impossible to heal the back, for the back to get better.
Yeah, that's not necessarily true.
It's not. I've seen the guy get better.
Yeah,
man,
absolutely.
I've totally enjoyed you being here.
Yeah,
it's been amazing.
It's been a pleasure and an honor. And again, I love your work. And you know that. I've told you that before.
You have. And I appreciate you too, man, what you're doing.
Thanks, man.
His number is 800-685-4856. Open line Friday tomorrow, folks. Have a good day. Thanks for tuning in and your call.
The Jesse Lee Peterson Show, produced by Bond, Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny.